This man is a very honorable man, and he is the person you can look up to with all the experience from 2011. Please give a big round of applause for Mr. Jeremy.
Do you know me since 2011?
No, sir.
Tyler?
No, sir.
He knows. Well, you guys know this is our mission, right? We always, the whole mission is to help the client saving the money in the most efficient way for their retirement, okay? And this is the data that when I look at this article, it's more like a crisis to me, retirement crisis in the United States, okay? So according to data from the Social Security Administration, January 2024, the average monthly Social Security benefit is $1,909. Let me ask you a question. How much is a one-bedroom apartment here in Orange County?
Almost 2,500.
About 2,500, one-bedroom apartment? Yeah.
Yep.
And the average is $1,909. What's going to leave them with? They don't even have enough money to pay for a single bedroom apartment.
No homeless.
And don't blame the homeless, because that's the way it is. Okay? About 27% of people who are 59 and older have no retirement saving, according to the survey from the Financial of Credit Karma. Okay? So that's the actual data as of today. So that's our mission, that we're gonna help the people, okay, to save the money in the most efficient manner, okay, for their retirements, because these are the issue. It will happen, and it's happening, okay. The fighting come at a time when the lawmakers are discussing the health Social Security program. The trust fund is slated to be depleted by 2033. That would result in a dramatic cut in benefit, with the 60 million retiree who depend on the program receiving only 70 cents for every dollar in benefit. A reduction that would hit the poorest American hardest, including those who have nothing saved for the retirement, okay? So that's the actual data from CBS News. That's the crisis. That we don't see it, but we are facing it. So, in order to save money, to grow the money, we have to understand a very simple formula, okay? And that formula is called a wealth formula. The wealth formula will consist of these components. First of all, you gotta, I don't care how much money, big one, small one, big amount, small amount, but you gotta have the money, right? And you need to have time, and you gotta have a very good positive rate of return. A negative rate of return is not gonna do you any good, okay? And you have to find, the good rate of return is the component that help to offset the inflation, okay? And you have to have a way to get away with, pay as much little taxes as possible. And let me tell you, and that's all of these things combined will create wealth, okay? And let me tell you something. All the wealthy people in this country, okay, this is a simple formula. Don't you think they know this formula better than you and I? And the Rule 72 it just happened to be invented by a very famous scientist named Albert Einstein, okay? So basically what the Rule 72 said, if you take 72, you divide the interest, they're gonna give you the number of years for your money to become double. Okay, so in this example, I have the old slide, but I have to use this new slide from the saving for future retirement from the book for compliance purpose. Okay, so let's say you have $10,000. Well, I'm not going to go through all of this because it's lengthy. So basically, 72 divided by 6, every 12 years, your money will become double. So if you have $10,000, after 36 years, your money will become $81,472. So now, the goal is to put your money in a place that's going to give you the higher interest, right? In order for your money to grow. That's another component, okay? Time, 12, 24, 36. Rate of return, that's what we're talking about right here, okay? So, let's say that $10,000 put into play that give you 8% interest. Now, instead of taking 12 years for your money to become double, now it's only taking 9 years for your money to become double, right? So 9, 18, 27, 36, instead of getting 81,000, now you got 159,000, okay? So now the next column, I know this is boring, most of it, all of it, know the Rule 72, but I just want to explain why the wealth formula design, and these are applied to the wealth formula, okay? So let's say you put your money in some place at the 10% interest. So now it's only takes 7.2 years for your money to become double. So now with the same $10,000, by after 36 years, now you have $309,000 instead of $81,000. When I look at this checking, savings, CD, mutual fund, stock, real estate, again, you sell it right now, get your money, you have to pay tax, period, okay? And there's such another option called tax later, 401k, 403b, 457 TSA, annuity, IRA, SEP IRA. Okay, tax later would mean they don't tax you now, but when you pull that money out for retirement, they're gonna tax you. Let me ask you a question, okay? Let's say you save $100,000 in the 401k. 30 years later, that $100,000 there's a possibility it will grow to 1 million, does it? Mm-hmm. Let's say you pull that $1 million out, what is your taxes?
52, 55.
About 50% at least. Half of your money is gone. I have people who tell me that. Just a few minutes.
The effects of the current economic crisis have touched everyone. Even if you still have a good job,
you can notice in my training, anything I
your
said,
monthly
they always have a
401k
data to
statement
support what I'm
will
saying.
remind you that
I don't
you've
just
lost
say
a good
good
chunk
things.
of your savings. Trillions of dollars have evaporated from those accounts that have become the prime source of retirement funds for a majority of American workers, affecting their psyche and their future. If you're still young enough, there's time to rebuild and recover. But if you're in your 50s or 60s or beyond, the consequences can be dire. And it's drawing attention to the shortcomings of a retirement system that's jeopardized the financial security of tens of millions of people.
It was called a career fair, but there was no merriment here, only a whiff of desperation. Many of these people had been out of work for months and burned through their liquid asset. Alan Weir, who turned 60 this month, showed us his latest 401k statement, which he hadn't had the courage to open up.
I'm afraid. I'm gonna open it now. You want me to? Let's do it.
There's good reason for his trepidation. Nearly half of his life savings have vanished in a matter of months.
It went down again.
How much are you down overall?
Oh, about $140,000.
Do you think you'll ever get it back?
I would probably never see it come back. I was looking to retire probably when I hit 62. I can't do it now. I'll probably be working until I'm at least 70.
I'm a Microsoft Office diva.
Until she lost her job, Kathleen Coleman had spent nearly 30 years working as an executive assistant on Wall Street. She doesn't have much to show for it.
Tell me about your 401k.
Does this answer the question?
This is what it was in 2005. 2007, you're down below 2005.
Right. And another one went down almost $40,000. One was
Right.
88,000, and then it went down to like 50.
In Dearborn, Michigan,
Okay,
Terry
well,
is
there are
out
many
in
more
Valley.
things over here. you never lose any money. And look at I don't have this is historical data, I don't have the new data yet, but it's gonna be I would figure it's gonna be very much the same, okay? So this is the index versus the S&P 500, okay? If you look at the performance every single year from 2000 to 2010, okay? This is the real data, okay? Because of the guarantee, the safety feature in the product that we provide, okay? And the money keep going up for 10 years. And while the S&P 500 going down, okay? So by 2000, until 2010, okay? The client decided to pull money out at this point, and all the money that he pulled out gonna be tax-free, okay? So the effective yield of the IUL is, total is 87.37% effective yield, okay? And you look at the S&P 500, the effective yield was a minus 24%. It's like that, well, not this generation, but the previous generation is kind of tough, but that's a challenge, that's our challenge, right? Okay, so when saving and investing, consider this one factor I highlighted in red, so you know that is our mission, that we do this, and we do this for a good reason. If I'm talking about the retirement crisis, people put the money in the wrong place, the wrong time, they don't know how, they don't understand all of these concepts, and that created so much problems, okay? I think that's it. That's all my training today.
All right, John.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Okay, good training.
Yeah.
I have family in the room, so yeah, good hill actually. That concludes today.
All right.
All right, thank you for coming, Jay.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Good.
So is the
Yeah.
the job to close the registration.
Yes.
Okay.
Later.